I found the video of the doctor that ate the uranium cake. I was talking about that recently. How he was trying to demonstrate how nuclear power and materials and the whole thing was it's a lie. And there are no nuclear weapons. It's not this destructive power they told you it is. And it's nuclear energy is cheap and safe, and you could use it for a lot of stuff. But the lie that it's deadly and destructive is used to, keep people in check. It's just another control mechanism. But I came across that and I keep meaning to put that up so you can see what it is. Anyway, I was editing something from yesterday where I was walking around the neighborhood just talking about alternate means of studying the Bible or religion or Christianity, divinity, trying to just find new ways to approach it, to maybe get some better kind of understanding from it. And a lot of times when I'm out there running around, when I look back at it, it just sounds like word salad. but this is what I'm talking about, like this guy here. I've been following him for a while, and he's got some good stuff. He gets these kind of, like what I was talking about yesterday. You get these messages, like signs or understandings. And, I've called them in the past found information, meaning it's just something that you just come across in your transom that you always had in your mind or inside you. Because the answers to all this shit are inside you. You know all this stuff. It's all locked up. Written like a code on your DNA. Nothing you're going to find out about divinity and the divine is out there. You have all the answers already. It's remembering it. Recalling it. I've talked before about how when we're in these bodies, when we're here experiencing this 3D realm, we have a memory kind of loss where we can't remember what we are or who we are or where we're from. And the reason for that, I believe, is because this place was originally intended to be a test area, and a lot of the things are, or learning area, or educational area for us, the progeny of the divine, to learn whatever it is we're supposed to be learning, things about, I guess our divinity. But along the way, it's been changed. It was made into made from a school into a farm, and basically what's just happening now is just our energy is being sucked off us so that others here can use that energy to keep themselves alive forever in some fashion, live as kings and queens, control as rulers of this area. But we're at a time when there's a few different things happening at once. We're coming to the end of an age and the end of a cycle. Apparently this hasn't happened before. You'd have to check with your local astrological person to explain this to you, but I only know the very basic idea that these things work in cycles and they work in ages, and that there's cycles and there's ages. And this is, I guess, the first time where we're coming to the end of an age and the end of a cycle. So what it is a window of opportunity. It's a window of opportunity to find a way to change our situation before they go into this other, just yet another reset. Now, also what's happening at the same time is, and it's not just me, I think a lot of people are feeling this too, that this is kind of the end of days, but the return of the Lord, all this stuff. But then you think, well, is this something that just happens periodically and it's another return, or is this the return? You don't know. But the feeling is, and I get it from other people too, is that now's the time to look at alternate means of trying to figure out our situation. And again, this guy here, this kid, he's probably in his 40s. But he's younger than me, so anyone younger than me, it just looks like a kid. But anyway, his thing is, he's talking about the Nephilim. And the Nephilim basically were angels, were when angels mated with female mortals, they created the Nephilim. Now the Nephilim are that could be and are probably a lot of those spirits, those demonic spirits that inhabit people that I'm always going on about. Those entities, those demonic entities, are the Nephilim. They've been called the Forgotten Ones. They have all different names. But he goes into an interesting idea that the world religions were created by them in a way to kind of, just for control, basically, you know, to keep people from understanding their divinity, their place within the universe, where they're from, who they are, all that kind of stuff. Everything is geared toward that. Everything is geared toward that. If your mind isn't being poisoned, your body's being poisoned, you're always under siege here. But it's fine, you know, because we got God, and He's a good guy to have on your team. He's the only guy to have on your team. But yeah, just to clarify what I was going on about yesterday, there's never ever a good reason to delve into anything that would be considered like black magic or anything like that. I study it just to learn about it. I always have, though. But I would never practice anything like that. I would never do like anything like a Crowley type ritual or anything like that. I have no interest in that. It's interesting knowing how it works. It's good to know what people are using against you, if they are. And they are on a huge scale. And this isn't just like a personal, someone in your neighborhood that doesn't like you that's putting a curse on you. This is being done at an industrial level. This is black magic at an industrial level, happening with people that have endless resources and endless time to just put it all toward keeping you from understanding what you are and what you can do and how much power you do have. You know, I've said it a million times. It's like we're, you know, lions convinced we're mice by fucking cockroaches. And as long as they can keep us thinking we're mice, they got us under their control. But all that's coming to an end, though, and I do think it's valuable to try to find new ways of understanding this stuff, and not be afraid to do it. You know, you will get a lot of stuff from fellow Christians who seem to spend a lot of their time trying to police their community more than keeping their eye on the ball. Ball. Yeah, he's a bad guy. He's not one of the good. He's got a lot of worship these days. That's who a lot of the creeps follow. All that child sacrifice and that fun stuff. It's all for Baal and Moloch, and you know all that, though. But yeah, I just wanted to clear that up and also show you this guy too. He's got some good stuff. It reminds me of like what I used to do. I'd have like when I started this channel, I'd have these weird breakthroughs, and I'd run into my bathroom and try to blurt it all out. A lot of those videos are gone just because I re-investigated a lot of those topics or a lot of those breakthrough things and refined them more. So if I did that, I get rid of one of the old ones, you know, just because it's, you know, why watch some old stuff where I've kind of moved forward through it already. I have a better way to present it to you. But yeah, he'll just get these breakthroughs in his car and he'll just fire up his camera and just go for it. It's awesome. He comes up with a lot of good shit, but you should check him out. Because when I read that, his title, I watched a little bit of it. I'm like, oh, this is what I was trying to say yesterday. But like a lot of times, the articulation machine isn't oiled enough, and it's just kind of, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's Sunday, so I'm gonna probably go out a little later, do a little demon spotting. Always, you know. And yeah, I'll catch you then. Thanks for dropping by. God bless everybody. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.